But we got a special guest in the building, gang. We got Tammy in here. All right, so y'all, I'm gonna play the track she about to work on. We about to just start working for real.
She did try to call me. Is everything all right?
Yeah. We got Reese in the building.
Reese! What's up, sister?
Yeah.
ROJAY is the way you say it.
New thing, new thing, new thing, new thing.
That's so cold.
Yo. This is stupid.
Yo, that's so cold, man.
Can't look at my heart.
She wrote this off Voicey, yo. That's what's crazy.
Yes.
She wrote
Words
this off
came
Voicey.
right to me as soon as I heard it.
Hey, we in here.
ROJAY is the way you say it.
New thing, new thing, new thing, new thing.
Sing it exactly like that.
New thing, new thing, new thing, new thing.
Sing.
First of all, don't try to psych my mind and hype me up. Sing at the same time. That's how you know he playing.
No, you're doing an amazing job for real.
Thanks.
And I commend you because you pressing through. Imani asking questions that stressed out people ask.
Stressed out and sleepy people.
You said don't sing that. That ain't what we told you don't sing.
oh,
Oh.
all these daggone new
It's
things.
new thing.
Bring that old thing back.
It's new thing.
I'm glad I get to see this because this is the real, honey.
ROJAY is the way you say it.
Now it was good for me that I was afflicted. Hit me hard and I kept on ticking. They dug ditches, but I didn't go under. I'm back bigger, better than before. I couldn't.
That mud can sing, y'all.
Good God. Oh, my
Jess.
goodness.
Jess.
Oh, Jesus.
We ain't never heard this before, y'all. So that's number one.
Me that I was afflicted. Hit me hard and I kept on ticking. They dug ditches.
That was beautiful. The exact same way.
I'm back bigger, better than before. I couldn't understand what they had against me. Oh, I was supposed to keep going. My bad.
No, you're good.
Okay.
You're good. You're good.
Understand what they had against me, but the Lord made it work for me. I know that was different.
But that was good.
It
different.
was.
That was good. Different. Yes, sir. One more time.
Got this.
It's the way she going with it is
I can't
crazy.
do that.
I can't even describe it. I've never
like
heard.
It's like a pulse.
Let me tell you something though, y'all.
Like, I don't.
The thing about Tammy that is so crazy is there's no other. I've never heard Tammy's voice before. You know how some people can sing, but
Absolutely.
yes,
It's amazing.
yes.
The Lord made it work for me. They meant it for my bad, but He turned around and made it good. He's doing the new thing.
That's it.
Guys, we can't make this up, guys.
Y'all
Y'all here
heard
in the
it.
studio with
Y'all
us.
heard it.
Y'all sitting right in here
Right.
with us. We can't make this up.
Praise be unto our
Y'all, we
God.
having fun though. Tammy is insane.
I am having fun with you guys.
This is crazy.
He's doing the yeah. He's doing the he's doing the yeah. He's doing the new thing. I'm so glad that he's doing the a new thing.
What up, y'all? What up, what up, what up, what up? Hold on, y'all. I'm coming. We good? They can hear me, though? Mm-hmm. What up, y'all? Let me share. Y'all share. Y'all come on through. Come on. Y'all can hear me. Y'all should be able to hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. You should be able to. Y'all should be able to hear me. Let me know. All right, I'm gonna start working. Oh yeah, I got captions so y'all can hear me. That feels good. That feels good. Jess, you can hear? I was too rough one more time. I'm almost there, y'all. Okay. What up, y'all? Y'all know when I'm actually working, I forget to talk. What's goody, y'all?
When I lay my eyes on you, I knew you were my forever. But it seems like forever is coming to an end. It seems like we can't get it. Seems like we can't. Seems like we're. When I lay my eyes on you, I knew you were my forever. But it seems like forever is coming to an end. It seems like every day it's the struggle for us to. Seems like every day it's a struggle for us to make it. It seems like every day it's a struggle for us to make it. It seems like every day it's a struggle for us to make it. There's so many problems and no solutions. There's so many problems with no solution. There's so many. There's so many problems with no solutions. Ooh. Man. Solutions. Man. When we said I do, I never thought it would come to. When we said I do, I never thought it would come to this. Man. When we said, man, when we said I do, I never thought it would come to this. We said I do, I never thought it would come to this. For better or worse, can we get through this? For better or worse, will we get through this? Come to this. For better. For better or worse, will we get through this? Come to this. For better or worse, will we get through this? When I lay my eyes on you, I knew you were my forever.
Superstar in the building.
When I laid my eyes on you, I knew you were my forever. When I laid my eyes on you, I knew you were my forever. But it seems like forever is coming to an end. It seems like every day it's a struggle for us to make it. The There's so many problems with no solutions. Man, when we said I do, I never thought it would come to this. For better or worse, will we get through this? So many problems with no solutions. Man, when we said I do, I never thought it would come to this. For better or worse, will we get through this?
Okay, let me listen again.
When I
What
laid
up,
my
y'all? What
eyes
up,
on you,
people?
I knew you were my forever. But it seems like forever is coming to an end. It seems like every day it's a struggle for us to make it. There's so many problems with no solutions. Man, when we said I do, I never thought it would come to this. For better or worse, will we get through this? Can we make more? Can the good outweigh the bad? Can the good, will the
Superstar, thank you.
get through this? Will the good outweigh the bad? Will the good outweigh the bad? Get through this. Will the good outweigh the bad? Oh, will the good outweigh the bad?
That's low.
Better
I'm not singing this in real life. My brother Steve is, though.
For better or worse, will we get through this? Will the good outweigh the bad? Will the good outweigh the bad?
I think Steve can sing that low.
Worse, will we get through this? Will the good outweigh the bad? Or will it end? Or will we end? When we said I do, I never thought it would be like this. Should we patch it up or just call it quits? I really don't know, but I'm willing to. It's call it quits. Patch it
I'm writing,
up,
y'all. I'm in here writing this song for Steve. I'm guessing it's going to be called I Do. I think that's a clever name because it's like the song will be called I Do, but in a very sad way. But cool, though.
When I laid my eyes on you, I knew you were my forever. But it seems like forever is coming to an end. It seems like every day it's a struggle for us to make it. There's so many problems with no solutions. Man, when we said I do, I never thought it would come to this. For better or worse, will we get through this? Will the good outweigh the bad? Will we end? Will the good outweigh the bad? Better or worse, will we get through this? Will the good outweigh the bad? Or will we make it? Can we make it last? outweigh the bad. Can we make it last? Can we make it last? Can we make it last? Outweigh the bad, and can we make it last? Will we get through this? Will the good outweigh the bad? And can we make it last? When we said I do, I never thought it would be like this. Should we patch it up or just call it quits? I don't know the answer. Every day that I wake up, I give it all that I can. Even when it seems like it's not. Even when it seems like it's shy. Even when it's seemingly challenging. Even when it's so challenging, even when it's oh so challenging, every day that I wake up,
Thank you, superstar.
I give it all that I can. I give it all that I can. Every day that I wake up, I give it all that I. Every day that I wake up, I give it all that I can. Every day that I wake up, I give it all. I give it all. Every day that I wake up, I give it all that I can. Even when it's oh so challenging. Hopes that it'll all work out for and all challenges. Every day that I wake up,
Yes, sir.
I give it all that I can. Even when it's oh so challenging. In the hopes that it all will fall. In the hopes that it all will fall. In the hopes that it all will fall. In the place that it let's put the pieces back together again. Can the pieces put back together? Can the pieces be put back together again? Can the pieces be put back together again? Man. When we said I do, can the pieces be put? Can the pieces be put back together again? Can the pieces be put back together again? Man. When we said I do, I never thought it would come to this. For better or worse, can we get through this? Every day that I wake up, I give it all that I can. even when it's oh so challenging. And in the hopes that it all will fall together, all will fall in the place that God destined.
Oh, Lowe's distorting again. Hey, I think it's this song, man. I think the song just got the devil in it. This particular song, bro. Let me see.
When I laid my eyes on you, I knew you were my forever. But it seems like forever is coming to an end. And then
What about now, bro?
it seems like every day it's a struggle for us to make it. There's so many problems with no solutions. Man, when we said I do, I never thought it would come to this. For better or worse, will we get through this?
We're gonna take a break. Show them the baby. Amen. I will be right back.
What's good, Artist Gay? It's Jalea. And you know, it's a new year, so we announced a new member of the family. And yeah, I just want to tell y'all from me, myself, you know, me personally. It's me. But yeah, I love y'all. Hope y'all like the video. And yeah.
ROJAY is the way you say it.
Here we go, through the ropes. It's about to be a show, head to head, toe to toe. It's time to rumble. I got my gloves on, I'm in my corner, and I'm ready to take every blow. Nah, I hear the bell. What the hell? I'm not gonna take a L. I'm here to win, so think again. If you think I'm gonna lay down while the count runs out, you're sadly mistaken, cause I'm here to take it. I'm giving all I got. I'm giving all I got, like a soldier. Like a soldier. I'm swinging left and right till it's over. I'm in the ring and you are my opponent. On it, tell me if you're ready to give in. If you had to fight for it, would you still want it? If you got knocked out, would you want it? If your haters stood in the crowd with eyes, would you still want it? Would you still want it? If you had to fight for it, would you still want it? If you got knocked out, would you want it? If your haters stood in the crowd with eyes, would you still want it? Would you still want it?
1, 2, 3, 4, TKO. You got me moving slow, stumbling in, no defense. I can't take it no more. What's hitting me like this? God, what is happening? I'm trying, but I think I am froze. With the right hook in the face, I'm hearing you're my babe. And with the jab to the ass, no one can take your place. I might as well throw in the towel, cause you got my heart pumping. I think I'm done running, cause you giving all you got, like a soldier. Like a soldier. You're swinging left and right till it's over. I'm in the ring and I am your opponent. Own it. I think that I'm ready to give in.
If you had to fight for it, would you still want it? If you got knocked out, would you want it? If your haters stood in the crowd with eyes, would you still want it? Would you still want it? If you had to fight for it, would you still want it? If you got knocked out, would you want it? If your haters stood in the crowd with eyes, would you still want it? Would you still want it?
What up, y'all? I just want to shout out my boy, Sean.
Yes, sir.
Hey, y'all, what's the name of your company?
Like ROJAY Design.
Hey, y'all need to stop
Rock it
by and
down.
see that guy. Hey,
Appreciate you.
yeah, man, thanks again.
All right,
man.
no, appreciate you.
All right, peace, y'all.
ROJAY is the way you say it.
Back. Shiy just came through with some food, so I'm about to go get my food. Amen. But I'm gonna play this song from where I wrote it at, and then I'll be back in a second. Be right back. BRB.
When I laid my eyes on you, I knew you were my forever. But it seems like forever is coming to an end. It seems like every day it's a struggle for us to make it. There's so many problems with no solutions. Man, when we said I do, I never thought it would come to this. For better or worse, will we get through this? Will the good outweigh the bad? And can we make it last? When we said I do, I never thought it would be like this. Should we patch it up or just call it quits? Every day that I wake up, I give it all that I can. Even when it's oh so challenging. And in the hopes that it all will fall. Can the pieces be put back together again? Man.
All right, I'm back, y'all. But I'm eating low key.
In the hopes that it all will fall. In the hopes that it all will fall.
Should I? I'm gonna not show y'all my food. I ain't gonna be like that. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I ain't gonna do y'all like that.
When I laid my eyes on you, I knew you were my forever. But it seems like forever is coming to an end. It seems like every day it's a struggle for us to make it. There's so many problems with no solutions. Man, when we said I do, I never thought it would come to this. For better or worse, will we get through this? Will the good outweigh the bad? And can we make it last? When we said I do, I never thought it would be like this. Should we patch it up or just call it quits? Every day that I wake up, I give it all that I can.
I ain't wanna do y'all like that.
We patch it up or just call it quits.
Let me listen from the beginning.
When I laid my eyes on you, I knew you were my forever. But it seems like forever is coming to an end. It seems like every day it's a struggle for us to make it. There's so many problems with no solutions. Man, when we said I do, I never thought it would come to this. For better or worse, will we get through this? Will the good outweigh the bad? And can we make it last? When we said I do, I never thought it would be like this. Should we patch it up or just call it quits? Every day that I wake up, I give it all that I can. Even when it's oh so challenging. And in the hopes that it all will fall into the place that God has destined. Into the place that God has destined. Into the it all will fall into the place that God has destined. Into the place that God it all will fall into the place that God has destined. Can the pieces be put back together again? When we said I do, I never thought it would come to this. Shotgun probably changed some of my words, but I'm doing better than I was doing. Let me go to the vamp. Record that. I'm gonna just do that 2 times. BGV1, BGV2. I'm literally just writing, y'all. It's a vibe. I'm eating and writing. Shot in there eating. Jalea in there eating. Jess in here eating. I do. 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 Let me see if that sounds okay. I do. I do. Bad pitch, but it's all right. I do. I do. I need a napkin, low key. Oh, this food good, yo. But I'm still working anyhow. I do. Boy, that's peachy. Boy, that's super peachy, but that's alright. I actually need approval from Shiy before I continue. That's the thing. And I don't even know if she was watching while she was gone. She went to get us something to eat because she's so sweet. But y'all ever been in the stew just starving? Not me today. I do. I do. Yes, I do. I do. I do. I do. I do. I do. I do.
to it from the beginning. Is there a way to go to the beginning with one button? Yeah, return. Hey, Leah, I thought you said... Oh, yeah, I do. Nothing, I found it.
When I laid my eyes on you, I knew you were my forever. But it seems like forever is coming to an end. It seems like every day it's a struggle for us to make it. There's so many problems with no solutions. Man, when we said I do, I never thought it would come to this. For better or worse, will we get through this? Will the good outweigh the bad? And can we make it last? Outweigh the bad. Can we make it last? Outweigh the bad. Can we make it last? Can we make it last?
I was eating, my fault.
Outweigh the bad. Can we make it? Can we make it last? Outweigh the bad. Can we make it last? Make it last. When we said I do, I never thought it would be like this.
Oh,
Should we patch
boo.
it up or just call it quits?
Ain't say nothing, John.
Every day that I wake up, I give it all that I can. Even when it's oh so challenging.
We have a visitor.
Definitely not a visitor. Hello, you guys. How are you?
She definitely owned the whole joint, but that's all right, though.
How are you doing?
Check this out, babe, so far.
Okay.
When I laid my eyes on you, I knew you were my forever. But it seems like forever is coming to an end.
Vincent, what up, bro?
It seems like every day it's a struggle for us to make it. There's so many problems with no solutions. Man, when we said I do, I never thought it would come to this. For better or worse, will we get through this? Will the good outweigh the bad? Can we make it last? When we said I do, I never thought it would be like this. Should we patch it up or just call it quits? Every day that I wake up, I give it all that I can. Even when it's oh so challenging. In the hopes that it all will fall into the place that God has destined. Can the pieces be put back together again? Man.
Go back to the second verse. I was talking to you.
Oh, true that.
Every day that I wake up, I give it all that I can. Even when it's oh so challenging. In the hopes that it all will fall into the place that God has destined. Can the pieces be put back together again? Man.
It's cool.
Did you say plan already?
No, that's probably better. Something something about playing instead of this?
Instead of destined.
Okay, cool.
God has destined
His plan.
place that God has destined.
Okay.
In the hopes that it all will fall into the place that God has destined. Can the pieces be put back together again? Man.
These are classic progressions. That's a classic progression. Now listen to my vamp. I fixed my vamp. I don't got no bridge, but listen to my vamp. They mowed that sweet last night. You knew it was gonna end, or you was hoping it was.
I can feel it on end.
After only one round? How? Explain.
I mean,
Get in the mic and explain how you knew that.
you only go back to the chorus after a vamp.
But it's two
For
rounds
one
of a
reason.
chorus in the song.
Huh?
It's 2 rounds of the chorus in the song, so how you know it was only one time to end? No, I'm asking you on purpose.
Because, like, other than that, it'll be too long. Like, that's... Why would you want 2 extra rounds? Sonically, it just sounds better to just give one.
Superstar said, "Hey, Shiy."
Hey, superstar, superstar.
The reason why I asked is because
star.
I've personally studied a lot of songs where the writer wrote a chorus that has 2 parts, but
And
the
only
first
song.
part is standalone. So when they go back to the end, they just say the first part. I was trying to teach, babe. Because it was brilliant that you were studied enough to recognize that was going to happen. I was trying to see if you could get the people some advice on how to get on your level.
Oh, well, I gave what I could. Amen. Praise our God.
And Jesus was pleased.
All right. That's good to know.
How you feel about it?
Go up.
What I got so far?
I like it.
Anything on your mind or heart today?
Just that God is in a blessing business, huh?
Uh-huh.
He is amazing. I don't know which water I just brought in here. I think it's that one. But he's amazing. He's a great God. And he works mysterious ways. And although I'm still hungry right now, God
God is still to be praised.
Jessica and Shiy are both still starving. Like they ain't never eat.
Well, I mean, I got a reason to lift my voice about starvation. Because I ate a corner of a sandwich.
What did Superstar say? It like she told Shiy to sing.
Who?
Huh?
Who?
Yeah.
Huh?
Superstar says Shiy sing. When we said I do. Just sing that. I know, no, no,
That's high.
When we said I do, I never thought it was gonna do.
I just told this man it's high.
No, I'm in the Holy Ghost now.
Y'all.
You ain't singing tonight.
I will sing.
What you want to sing?
I can't. Ain't no more words to that.
Yeah, it ain't.
I sang something.
What key?
Just gotta figure it out.
Have you ever loved somebody? You know that song?
Yeah.
Have you ever needed something?
Oh my God. Don't make me cry.
Have you ever tried to find the words that they come right? Have you ever? Sing the verse.
But I said I know the chorus.
Have it. Pull it up on your phone.
I am.
And let me go to a patch where it can be a little bit more open mic. Really worship. It's really about to be worship. All right. All right, she finna sing Superstar. Have you ever loved somebody?
I think she asked me to sing.
Oh, I'm warming up. I'm warming up the stage for you.
But if you ain't careful, this song will make you cry. If y'all ever been in love before. Have you ever loved somebody so much it makes you cry? Have you ever needed something so bad you can't sleep at night? Have you ever tried to find the words but they don't come out right? Have you ever? Have you ever? Have you ever been in love so bad you would do anything to make them understand? Have you ever had someone steal your heart away? You would give anything to make them feel the same. Yeah. Have you ever searched for words to get you in the heart, but you don't know what to say? Yeah. And you don't know where to start. Have you ever loved somebody so much it makes you cry? Have you ever needed something so bad you can't sleep at night? Have you ever tried to find the words but they won't come out right? Have you ever? you ever?
We in there.
Have you ever found the one you dreamed of all your life? You're just about anything to look into their eyes. Have you finally found the one you've given your heart to, only to find the one won't give their heart to you? That's messed up. Have you ever closed your eyes and dreamed that they were there, and all you could do is wait for that day when they will care? Have you ever loved somebody
so much you cry? Have you ever needed something so bad you can't sleep at night?
Okay.
Have you ever tried to find the words but they won't come out right? Have you ever...
I played the wrong thing.
You did.
Have you ever... have you ever loved somebody so much it makes you cry? Have you ever needed something so bad you can't sleep at night? Have you ever tried to find the words but they come out right? Have you ever? Have you ever? Have you ever?
That is two different songs. What is this bridge? You know the bridge?
No.
What I gotta do to get you in my arms, babe?
I sure don't.
What arms, babe?
I sure don't.
I know it, like I hear it right now, but I can't hear it.
I don't hear it. I'm gonna tell you right now. I barely knew the chord, the other chords.
Gotta get you in my world, 'cause baby I can't sleep. Have you ever loved somebody? He gets on my nerves so bad.
Huh?
You do. What I gotta do
To get to you.
to get you in my arms, baby? What I gotta say to get to your heart, to make you understand how I need you next to me?
I can't think of it to save my life.
Dang, me either. That sucks. Yeah, I love Brandy. My voice is tripping tonight, but I love Brandy. Brandy is one of my favorite persons in the world. One of my favorite artists ever. So. Let's talk about these lyrics though.
Okay.
These lyrics say, have you ever loved somebody so much it makes you cry? Have you ever
Have you?
needed
Have you?
Yes. I have. Have you?
Yes.
Okay, better be a yes. But yeah, like, have you ever loved somebody so much it makes you cry? Have you ever needed something so bad you can't sleep at night? Yeah. Have you ever tried to find the words but they don't come out right?
That's a crazy one.
Have you ever? Then it goes on to say, have you ever been in love? Been in love so bad that you do anything to make them understand. Oh, have you ever had someone steal your heart away? You'd give anything.
They said anything again.
Yes, that's what I be telling you.
Yeah, I'm studying
You
the way it's
give
written.
anything up to make them feel the same.
Ooh.
Yo, have you ever searched for words to get you in their heart? Have you ever searched for words to get you in their heart?
So you trying to make sure they can feel you in their heart. So you got to find the words to express how you feel so that they can feel it too.
Yes.
We need to start
But you
studying.
don't know what to say and you don't know where to start.
Who wrote that?
Oh my God.
See who wrote that, babe? It should be right there on them lyrics at the bottom.
Songwriter Christopher Braid, Kathy Dennis, and Andrew Marcus Frampton.
Shout out to them.
They killed this song, man. This song is stupid. Yo, the second verse says, have you ever found the one you've dreamed of all your life? You'd do just about anything.
Anything again.
Yep, to look into their eyes. Have you finally found the one you've given your heart to?
Only to find that one.
Only to find that one who won't give their heart to you. God, dog.
They wrote this.
Yo. Yo. Only to find that one who won't give their heart to you. Have you ever closed your eyes and dreamed that they were there? And all you can do is wait for the day that they will care. Do y'all hear these lyrics? You dream
studying.
about this person. You hope to look them in their eyes. And all you can do is wait for the day that they will care.
So that means she loves somebody that really ain't feeling her.
Ain't feeling her. Like, it's literally like
A one-sided love.
a one-sided love.
It's one-sided love.
Ooh.
But I love you so much that hopefully my love is enough for me to communicate to you in a way that will make you love me back.
Yeah.
Except
like,
for the fact that I can't figure out what
I can't figure out what to
those
say,
words are.
what to do. None of that. I can't figure out how to get you to open your heart to me. Like, I'm here and I'm giving all that I can and I'm trying to show you, but I don't know what to do to prove to you that I'm worth your love. What? Yo. That's a song, man. That's a song. Like, if you've ever been in love before, just singing this song puts a whole lot of emotion into your heart.
You know who else would have smoked this?
Let me try to figure out before you say it.
Shoo! You know who would have killed this record?
Who? Just tell me.
Whitney.
Oh, yes.
This is a Whitney record.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I can hear
This
it
is
now.
such a Whitney song. It's more of a Whitney song than it is a Brandy song.
Yeah.
Listen, it's a Whitney song. Dang, that's a Whitney song. But she loved Whitney. I wonder if that was the inspiration behind it.
That's crazy, man.
That's beautiful, though.
This song got me shook. Like, for real, for real. Like, the lyricists who were a part of this song, like, they're really, 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 really good. Really, really, really good. Thank you for asking me to sing, Superstar, so that I can get to that place of dissecting those lyrics, because those lyrics are crazy.
I got a question.
What's up?
Do you want to talk about love?
Let's talk about love. Yes, let's
Talk
go.
about love. What type of love? That type of love?
No.
What type of love?
We can talk about let's talk about that type of love.
Okay. I wish my sustain pedal would stop tripping.
Let's go there.
You have offered me yours, but it's okay.
Oh yeah, I'm done. I'm finished offering now.
What is love? What is love to you?
What is
What is your definition of love?
my definition of love? Is sacrifice. That's always been my definition of love, and will always be my definition of love, because love is selfless and selfish at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But in my opinion, if you love correctly, it's more selfless than it is selfish. And you give like so much of yourself to a person who doesn't always give the same amount to you. Sometimes they give more. Sometimes they give way less. But I say it's sacrifice because when you love someone, you're sacrificing yourself in a way. You're sacrificing the ability to the ability to search and seek and find other people who let's go deeper. To be honest, and you tell me what you think, ROJAY. To be honest, I think love is a void filler from the natural human way of being in some instances.
I think love is misused as a void filler.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
I think it's supposed to be what you were starting to describe, and I think people misuse it as a void filler, which is why love can cause negative actions.
Negative actions and yeah.
Like, you love somebody so much that them hurting you will make you slash their tires.
So let me ask you this question. You loving somebody so much that if they hurt you, you go into a state of depression.
Uh-huh.
How does that differ other than causing harm to a tangible thing?
I think that's the same thing. I think it's from the same place.
It's the same place.
Some people just express pain outwardly, slashing tires, and some people express pain inwardly, being depressed.
So, a person who doesn't go into a low place mentally and just accepts love ending, understands what it means to sacrifice and allow a person to go their way.
Meaning you love a
Or-
person so much that if it's better for y'all to not be together, for them to be the best version of themselves, you love them enough to let them go without going crazy,
Yeah,
even if it doesn't feel the best.
yeah. So are we saying that?
So real love. Oh my God. Are we
That's
saying
what I'm
what?
asking. So are we saying that there's levels to maturity
In love.
in love?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, because okay, I'll give you an example.
Mm-hmm.
Immature love. Me and Shiy get in an argument. She's in a place where she's telling me, she's communicating with me, hey, I need a minute because I don't want to get out of character. I know myself. I know you. So maybe we need to just pause for a second. No, we need to talk about this right now. Okay, you want to talk about this right now? This how I really feel. You throw words, we yelling, we arguing. Jalea hear it, she laying under the bed crying. Mature love. You know what? Even though I would love to talk to this right now, who you are to me is way more important than this moment. And if the health of our relationship depends on us taking 30 minutes before we have a heated conversation, then I love you and I love us so much so that I have the maturity and the discipline to wait a second.
That's sacrifice.
That's sacrifice. You sacrifice the instant gratification of you having the conversation for the greater good of the relationship and the family.
Absolutely.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
I think that's deep. What's another example, babe?
I think that was like a great one. Like
From
too
your
good
experience,
to-
what do you think the biggest sacrifice you've had to make being married to me?
Forsaking real feelings, true feelings, for the sake of your growth.
Explain.
Say for instance, if something you do or say bothers me really, really, really bad, instead of expressing, that really, really hurt and really, really put me in a very, very low place. Instead of expressing those things, I'll just walk away from the conversation and not go there so that we don't get into an argument. And then later on, you'll come back to me and say, hey, there's definitely something wrong with you. What is wrong with you? What's the problem? That's when you ask me what's wrong instead of me just expressing it and causing the problem. You ask me to tell you what's going on with me. So that's when I have the ability to say, well, blah, blah, blah. This made me feel a certain type of way. And I didn't express it in the moment because I didn't want to cause any issues. There's one or two ways to respond to that. First way is, you know what? You always walk away from a conversation and never express yourself, and then you be around here looking crazy and that I don't know what's going on with you, the pride can talk. Or hearing a person's heart can set in and you be like, well, you know what? I apologize. I didn't realize that really hurt you. I didn't realize what I said had that much of an impact on you. I didn't realize it affected you that bad. And I'm sorry. Y'all, those are two different scenarios. The first one I kind of downplayed a little bit because normally when a person speaks from pride, they speak from a place that usually causes much more damage and much more pain than when a person hears your heart and has the humility and self-control enough to take one pause and look at themselves and say, hey, I was wrong. I didn't mean to do that. I really didn't mean to do that. And I'm sorry. But yeah. That's an example of a way that I sacrifice. Another way I sacrifice is for him. If he asks me something, well, this is the past. If he asked me something and in my heart I know the true response will not it won't go across well unless he's in the right mental space to receive it. So what I do is I either say I'm not really certain, or I'll look at him and I'll say, do you really want to know? When I say, do you really want to know? Or if I look at him and don't say nothing at all, he kind of already got my answer.
So I got a question. If you know the answer, is saying I'm not certain telling a white lie?
Yes. It is definitely telling a white lie. And that is I hate to make it seem like I'm justifying lying, and I'm not. I'm really not. Lying is not good. But in some instances, it's better to say nothing at all than to say something. Because you go down a rabbit hole by saying something versus allowing stuff to naturally happen. I do that a lot with him. He used to hate it. Like, when I let stuff happen organically, like if I say something to him once, whether it's about people or whether it's about a situation, and I feel like he doesn't hear what I'm saying, and after that I just let stuff naturally and organically happen, he'd be like, bro, right, you don't really like it or you appreciate it.
My sustain pedal is messing up, so I heard
like
what you're saying.
The sustain pedal.
Yeah, she has told me to just borrow hers, and I told her no, because I don't want to break hers, to be frank. I don't even know if I broke mine or not, but it's not working. But let me focus on what you were saying. I'm gonna just stop playing so I can focus on what you were saying. You said you were asking, do I appreciate when you tell the little white lie?
No, I'm not talking about the white lie no more.
Oh, what you were saying?
I said sometimes you appreciate when I allow things to organically happen for you when it comes to certain things that I disagree with.
Do I appreciate it? Well, frankly, I wish it didn't have to be that way. In most instances, I honestly wish that when we have issues that I'm in a stable enough mindset to hear you out off the rip, because I feel like that's a better way to handle situations when you're in covenant with somebody. It's just unfortunate that you've had to take that road. So I guess in the sense of, I appreciate it from the fact that it makes things more peaceful, but it doesn't necessarily make things as good as it could be. I just end up learning what you didn't tell me, and it probably takes longer because you're quiet. But you're only quiet because I probably can't take the truth when we first talk about it.
Yeah, that's the thing, guys. Like,
Yeah,
when we first talk about it,
I don't never be ready.
So it's
because I already have what I want to do in mind.
Exactly.
So I'm not asking her for her opinion to keep me safe. I'm actually always asking for a green light.
Her approval. Approval is what he's asking.
Yeah. I don't be never asking her for her real opinion. And most of the times when she asks me stuff, in her mind she wants to tell me the answer that'll keep me safe. But most of the time I don't come with her. See, I'm learning something about myself, and maybe this will help other people. If you already got your mind made up, don't ask nobody. That's what she used to try to tell me. Like, if you already, anytime you come to a person where you want to have dialogue with them, don't come to them if your mind made up and you just want a yes man. Because you're going to automatically be offended with anything other than an infallible yes. Because you didn't go to them for a discussion. You went to them for a yes. Mm-hmm. So if you ever already got your mind made up about anything, never ask somebody if you're not open to hear an opposing perspective or idea.
Yeah, so instead of saying what do you think, you should say, hey, this is what I want to do.
And I'm just letting you know.
I'm just letting you know that this is my thought process.
And this is what I'm going to do.
And this is what's going to transpire.
Now, if you're in covenant with somebody, whether it be personally or professionally, then you should never do that for real. Mm-hmm. If the dynamic of the relationship is supposed to be built on the foundation of you guys bouncing ideas off each other back and forth, you guys like us being married where what she say go and what I say go. Like, nobody's, what either one of us say goes depending on how wise we are in that particular situation.
Yes.
Whoever the wisest person is in that particular situation, that's who's supposed to call the shots in that moment. And I've been in a place where I've come to my wife about stuff that I already had my mind made up about, and truth is, a part of me wanted her opinion, but at the same time,
most of you wanted, yo, that's a good idea, you should do it.
I don't even I guess you could say that,
because you gotta. The reason why I said most is because if most of you really wanted my opinion, the disappointment and the sadness that comes with the true opinion, I don't think would set in so bad and make things be a little weird. Like, that's a good one. Really,
yeah, if
I ain't really want you to say all that. Yeah. I ain't think you was gonna say all that. I thought you was just gonna say, oh, okay. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment. You say most. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, like if we had to give a percentage, I would say like 30-70 or 40-60.
That's a fair percentage. It really is. Yeah. Do you think there should be What's the question I'm asking? I'm thinking about what we're talking about, and a lot of people can feel. A lot of guys like they feel like they the man of the house, so they really shouldn't have to consult the woman anyways. What do you say to that? If the woman is smarter, I know what I say to it. If the woman's smarter than you, because sometimes women are smarter than men. Let me rephrase. Most times women are smarter than men.
I personally disagree with that.
Let me rephrase that
Wholeheartedly.
right quick. Let me rephrase that. Women are not necessarily smarter than men. Women will just think about the 20 things that the man ain't thinking about.
Some women.
Some.
Because that's not all.
Yeah, just like that statement was too that was too broad. But in my case, my wife has been wiser. Okay, confession. So y'all can understand what's going on with me, because I know y'all like, your boy tripping.
Hey, Brad, and
I ate food. I've been tapped out for a long time because that food killed me. But I'm here though. I shouldn't have ate all that. But what was I saying? Man, what was I saying, man?
I don't even know no more. You were trying to.
She is wiser than me in most situations because she's standing in a, okay, like for instance, if I was going to make a decision about where to put this chair, if I was looking at this chair and I wanted to put it somewhere in this room, but I'm sitting right here and I only see this piece, I might put the chair in that corner. Hey, because that's the best place according to what I can see. Mm-hmm. I might be like, if she like, what, I want to put this chair. I want to put this chair in here. I can only see this. Pretend I can only see this. If I can only see where I'm sitting and in front of me, the best place for this chair to go is right there. That's most men. Most men make a decision where they standing right here, and the best place. The truth of the matter is, they are right. The best place to put the chair is right there if this is all I see.
The vicinity of your sight.
Now, most women is standing back there and see the whole room. That's the key. Most women be standing back there and they can see the entire room. And when a person can see the whole room, there's probably a better space to put the chair in if you're looking at the whole room. Mm-hmm. So, it takes a lot of humility to look at the entirety of any situation. In most situations, people look at what they want to achieve or what they want to accomplish or what they want out of a relationship. And it's a very small little portion of the room that they're actually considering in their decision making. And then sometimes their partner, their friend, they see a lot more. So what happens is, if I only see this corner and I'm saying this chair should go right here, I'm telling you it should go right here. And she back there and she was like, well, if you actually turn around and look at me or look around the room, like, we don't even have to argue for real. Mm-hmm. But if you're going to keep your back turned to me, only refer to what you see and yell back at me that I'm wrong without putting forth effort to see me or the room, and you ain't sweet. Chris, what up, bro? Amaya, what up?
What's going on, y'all? So
So
let me ask you something.
All right.
Why do you think it's so tough for most men and some women to allow this space of humility enough to receive either instruction or criticism or just being told anything? Just from a man's perspective.
From a man's perspective, it could be a lot of things. Just lack of lack of perspective, I guess. Literally, if we go back to the example, is I've been sitting right. Imagine this room is the potential of my whole life, and imagine this corner, the only part of my life I've ever experienced. This all I've ever done. This all I've ever known. So that's why.
Okay.
No one likes to be wrong. It goes back to the days of elementary where the wrong answer
means failure. That's good.
Absolutely. That is very good.
That's good. What I think, and she kind of like touched on it, but what I honestly think is sometimes experience in life and the things that we go through sometimes put us in a place where we lack the ability to have a broad perspective.
You just said exactly what I just said.
No, I didn't.
I promise.
I said
that's exactly what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. I just said if this is the only thing I've ever known, I said, pretend this room is the potential of my life. Right?
Oh, okay, yeah, you did say that.
And this corner is all I have.
But listen, I have another thing.
But no, you're right, though. No, I don't think we should get off that because that's exactly what it is. I'm glad we said the same thing in Jesus' name. Yes, if you haven't been taught to be open-minded ever,
that's what I'm like.
Yeah,
directly referring to.
When you get in situations where considering others has to be a part of your thought process, and you haven't been brought up or taught to consider other people's perspective, you have a hard time. You have a hard time embracing any idea other than yours. Mm-hmm. That's why we have denominations in church.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we have racism.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we have Democrats and Republicans. That's where that come from. It's like, how about ain't nobody ever right about everything? In some aspect we're gonna be right, in some aspect we're gonna be wrong for the rest of our life.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So at the end of the day, a mature mindset is any partnership that I am in, my search is for what's best, not what I think is right.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like when we recorded in the studio, I used to be like, it's right if I say this is what we should do. Because I have the experience, I've been doing it, so clearly whatever I say do is right. But if you want to get to the best end result, it don't matter who in the room is right. You just kind of like, what you think? This, I think this. Oh, what you think? I think this. And then the room say, hey, which one idea y'all think is best?
Mm-hmm.
And I think in marriage and relationships and partnerships and covenants, what's best should be the goal. And I don't think we have a what's best mentality overall as a people.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have a what benefits us the most. What's the easiest for us to endure?
Mm-hmm.
What's the least traumatic for us to face?
Mm-hmm.
So this is why parents don't tell their children the truth about their past and force their children to repeat it. Because if I want to talk to my daddy or my mama because I'm having issues that I can't explain, but it hurt my mama too bad to talk about it. So I just got to accept it, whatever it is. But if you really want what's best for your child, you'll put yourself on the chopping block to ensure that your child don't have to repeat it.
That's right.
If it means telling your daughter you used to be a hoe, tell her. Good God. Cause she out here, she hot in the pants and she don't want to be, but she can't figure out why she can't keep letting it go. She like, yo, where does this come from?
Oh my God.
And like a mother telling their daughter, like, you know what? I was all over the place. And then say, but here's why. And then you throw that why in there and hit your daughter with that 1-2 punch. She gonna be like, oh no. You said what happened? Mama, I never in a million years would have thought that happened to you. And I apologize for misjudging you. And knowing your truth makes me understand you and myself more. Therefore, I have a clearer picture of the choices I'm making and a better understanding of how to make different ones.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
But when you just in your world of not wanting to be exposed, not wanting to be humiliated, you just have a tunnel vision perspective, and then when it's time for you to consider someone else's point of view, feelings, thoughts, you ain't trying to have that because it's about to challenge you.
Yeah.
And if you ain't dealt with that, it'll monk you up, man. So what you do is you become combative to deflect. Most combativeness comes from deflecting. Because a person will rather fight you than to admit anything that humiliates them. If it comes down to you knowing the truth about what I'm ashamed of, or me throwing bows, let's just square up. That's a little bit more easy for me. That's crazy. It's real life though, boy. That's where it comes from.
It hurts less because you don't have to face it.
Let's go. I'm just fighting you.
Even though it's like literally
Physical
blows,
pain.
But it hurts less.
I'd rather my knuckles hurt for a couple weeks than my heart hurt from facing this. I'd rather my hand hurt than my heart hurt.
That's why we have like bullies at school.
That's where bullying comes from in school. It is a projection. I want somebody to relive this pain. Because it's unbearable and I need an outlet. But it's too embarrassing for me to go to a counselor or to tell my friends about it. So I just reenact what's done to me in hopes to get some kind of emotional or mental relief. That's where it comes from. That's why people bully. And bullies are not just the big kid and the little kid at school. Sometimes bully is the girlfriend to the boyfriend for the same reason. Or the manager to the cashier. You've dealt with so much trauma and you finally have a position of power or influence and you abuse it as a way to get relief from the things you've always had to feel.
Yo, I am so bothered by people who have any position of power and take it upon themselves to abuse their authority.
Yeah.
That bothers me.
People do that in relationships a lot. And that's when love becomes bad. Like, you ever known somebody? Yes, the answer is yes. I ain't even finna ask you this question. But that's where it comes. That's what happens when. That's why some people don't like for people they love to know how much they love them. Like, I love you a lot. But if you knew how much I love you,
you would take advantage of it.
Yes, Lord.
Absolutely.
Yes, Lord.
Absolutely.
Yes, Lord. And that's real life. So like it all boils down to having an open mind and having a broader perspective. And hey, TJ Wilson in the building. It's about just taking a step back and being willing to learn.
Yeah.
Be a student of life. Be a student of relationships. Be a student of love. To be honest, to be a student of love. Like, what does it mean to love properly? Like, 9 times out of 10, no human on earth has grown up in a situation or been raised in a situation broad enough to not need to learn more.
Shantae said, "Woo, for real, for real."
Even in a household where there's a family with the mother and father. Cause I ain't gonna lie. Lately, the subject right now is love. The subject is love, bro. And I've been in situations, I'm starting to learn now. There are people who grew up with their mama and their daddy. And the situation was just as toe up as a single mother or a single father. It's like nobody has grown up well enough to not need to learn.
I knew you.
TJ.
And the funny thing is, I was gonna be funny and say something you don't really know too much about. Something you don't dabble in that much.
And then you decided not to, and then he gonna ask.
And then he gonna ask.
And what's that? Yeah, I think that's. And then we were talking about really we were talking about like, yeah, we started out talking about love, and we was talking about what causes people in relationships to just kind of be like, I don't want to hear what you got to say.
Yeah.
Type of thing, right?
It started with him asking like what my definition of love is, and I said sacrifice.
Oh! Wait a minute! Woo! TJ!
Y'all
don't understand. Y'all don't understand, boy.
Yo.
Snap. Woo! Houston.
Yo.
No, you don't, do you?
Come on now.
What you say now?
No, not devil's advocate.
Oh, devil! Oh, he's an angel now. He done switched his suit from a red suit to a white suit.
Look.
He got on a white robe now.
Bro.
Golden slippers.
Bro. Yeah, that's what's up though.
But yeah, like all right, so let's dig a little deeper. Let's dig a little deeper. Ain't nobody won't nobody perfect.
Hey, mommy.
Nobody has been perfectly parented. Nobody has grown up in the best environment ever. Some parents try to do the best that they can to do whatever they can, whatever that means. But yo, everybody has grown up where, hold on, let's see what Shantae said.
Shantae,
listen.
tell your name, slam up.
To learn is grow. Doesn't matter age or how you grew up, period. Although people tend to say if you hit a certain age, you become stuck in your ways. I think people use old age as a cop-out to refuse to learn. There's never a moment in life where
you should stop learning.
No, where you're unable to learn anymore. Yes. A 60-year-old can learn. A 70-year-old can learn. A 80-year-old can learn something they didn't know before. It is a choice to be closed-minded, and it is a cop-out to use age.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Absolutely right.
Yes. I agree. Shantae, I agree.
1000%.
But what was I saying? Oh, there's no situation that's perfect. Like,
TJ said you're never too old for anything.
You're never too old for anything. If you still living, breathing, talking, walking, you can learn. And
right.
I don't think we have enough conversations about your life. The way you grew up is the way you grew up. The way you think is the way you think. It's not right or wrong. It's just the way you think. And for people to be so infallible, I think the word is, about their way of thinking, like just because I go inside of logic, stack each part 4 times, hard left, hard right, half left, half right, It works. It sounds good. I saw Ray stacking 4 times. I wanted to be a little experimental and change the pan. That's just what I do. You don't pan the same way I do.
No, I do not. It doesn't make
It's
it
still
right or wrong.
Nobody's right or wrong. It sound good. Mm-hmm. How the song sound? Jesus Christ. And if the song sound terrible to me, put it out. If one person like it, nobody's wrong. I just don't like it. Mm-hmm. But how many times do we say, that sucks? If it's not done now. Wait a minute. TJ, before you come up in here. Before you come up in here. No, because even that is wrong.
If you ask,
let me tell you why.
If they ask, though.
No. I'm gonna tell you why. Let's talk about music for instance.
I dropped my almond.
If you were to write in your diary,
TJ say what?
If you were to write in your diary a journal entry, and I came and read your journal, and read it, and then told you that's wrong, and then handed it back to you, what would you say?
It's not wrong because it's my diary entry.
Even if you can't spell, even if you miss punctuation.
Yeah, I'm not publishing a book. It's just my diary.
Even if you was publishing.
No.
But listen, but you just.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's music. That's music. Music is a very vulnerable thing.
TJ said, "Hold on, I'll be back." All right.
It is a very vulnerable thing, man.
Yeah.
It is art.
It is.
There are industry standard things that we have deemed to be acceptable because so many people did it over and over that's what formats are used to, but it's not right.
Yeah, that's what people be like. I'm sensitive about my S.
Yeah, that's not right. The compressor you use, that's not right.
Mm-hmm. It's just different.
It's just whatever you use. And conversations, husband and wife. That's the way you see it. That's not wrong. I'm not right. I'm not wrong. You're not right. You're not wrong. This is how I see it. This is how you see it. We've come together to build something, a life, a legacy. Now, based on how I see it and how you see it, let's use deductive reasoning to put our perspectives together. Look at what we're trying to accomplish and see which one is best to accomplish the goal. Not which one is right.
Best that works for us.
Best that works for us to accomplish the goal. Yes. Yeah. So if I say, babe, I got this chair and I want to put it in here and I'm looking like this, right? And you're like, okay. And I'm like, I want to put it right here. As soon as you say, well, babe, have you looked at the entire room? What I'm going to look at the room for? I'm sitting right here and this is where I want to put it. But it's something on this couch. It's a hole in this couch. From when I came in here and accidentally fell and stabbed it. And I wish I didn't put that hole in that couch. And I don't want to look back there and see that hole and remember that I fell. So I'm not looking at the entire room. I'm looking at only the portions where I see no mistakes that I've made. But if I want to put this chair in the best spot in the room, I need to be willing to look at the hole. And people don't be wanting to do that.
Boy, you almost said it, boy.
But people don't be wanting to do that because it hurts. It's tough. I know. It's tough. But if the best end result possible is your objective, then you got to be willing to go through the trenches of your own life and face real stuff.
What about the fact that sometimes people they're prideful to the bone and they don't care even if they know what you're saying is the best solution. They just won't give it to you.
Do you know what you have to do, sadly? You have to pray for those people and leave them where they at.
But what if it's your spouse?
Pray for them and leave them where they at. That's what you did for me. You have prayed over me and then not answer no question I ask. That's exactly what you did. You lied to me and said, I'm not quite sure.
I don't know.
That's leaving me where I'm at.
Yeah, that's true.
Peacefully, gracefully, with empathy, but you're not entertaining it.
And that's what I was referring to, because you've come to me later on and said, even though I might would have preferred for you to tell me the truth, I wasn't ready to hear the truth in the moment. And unfortunately, I had to go through
Yeah, because I would have probably
experience.
forfeited everything to protect my ego. I would have forfeited my whole marriage to protect my ego and to keep me from having to be true to myself about certain things. I would have.
And face certain things that don't feel good.
Yeah. So I'm just like, how about screw the whole thing? It's a little bit more convenient.
Or I'm going to do what I want to do anyway.
Hey, and screw how you feel. I'm out of here. I'll be back in 3 days.
Yeah.
And you just let me be gone. Have I ever been gone 3 days and 3 nights since we've been married? Without, like, on some toxic junk? I don't think so.
On toxic junk? Like, just left?
Just like on some, you know what? Forget you. I'm gone. I ain't never did that and been gone 3 days, 3 nights. I don't think so either. That's a long time.
No, you.
I think I might come running back before then. Yeah, I'm like,
nah, you was gone for maybe like
a day. Like, have I ever just been like, yo, I ain't with this, I'm gone, and then did not come back to the next day?
Yeah, you've done that.
Do you remember why?
No. I think you just wanted to get out.
Oh, yeah.
There wasn't a real reason.
You think I just made up something?
Yeah, you did that a lot.
Just make up something that want to leave.
Yeah, just want to go hang.
I wonder why I wanted to go hang. Let me see. Let me try. I mean, probably because it was just too tough.
No, you wanted to go hang because that was during a time where the reality of who people were, I was trying to express to you.
Oh, and I won't trying to hear you.
And you was like, man, that means, because that put you in a place of not really being able to spend time with these people. Because it's...
Oh, so I was making up stuff for us to go hang with them. Because otherwise...
it'll be a problem.
Oh, yeah. So let's just cause a problem. And then let the solution be leaving so I could go hang with them.
Yeah, you definitely...
That is outrageous. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it makes no sense.
It's the dumbest thing ever.
But it do make sense.
It makes perfect sense.
But I think people need to this is why counseling, premarital counseling, therapy is important, because people need to understand when they say yes to anything, they need to know what they're saying yes to. And a lot of people say yes to a result and not yes to the process.
Yeah. Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah.
But also some people
just like the goal thing that we were watching on YouTube, he was saying one person set a goal for 2023 to lose 23 pounds. The other person set a goal to walk every day for 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
I think when people go to the altar, they don't be paying attention to them vows. Because the vows is the setup. If you really pay attention to the vows tell you, oh, you finna get sucker punched.
You know something though?
What? And we be reciting the fool out them boys. I'm talking about for better or worse. We be saying that. And then like divorce mean you forfeited the worst. I mean, the worst was too bad.
I got a good question for you.
What?
Did we say that?
No, we ain't say none of that.
I didn't think so, because I don't remember.
We ain't say sickness, health, rich or poor, better or worse, death do us part.
Only thing we said I do.
Yeah, we ain't, I mean,
He read everything up.
yeah, I don't even think he told us to say no vowels.
We didn't have, trust me.
We ain't say none of that.
We didn't have no vowels. We ain't had nothing like that.
It's wild.
Y'all, I was really curious
No, we
because
ain't
I
say
was sitting here.
You like,
while
because
he
that's
was
true.
talking.
Hey.
I was like, did I say any of
No,
that
we ain't
stuff?
say none of that, boy. We ain't say not near a piece of that. But we've been married 12,
Almost 13 years.
13 this year,
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the year. But
September.
yeah, better or worse, like, now don't get me wrong. Oh! Yes, I stand by my statement. I was about to retract my statement
I'm glad.
until I thought about human behavior. It is true. Divorce come from people not being committed to getting over the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Pride and ego will not let you get over the worst.
Mm-hmm.
If getting over the worst means facing something that hurts me really bad, I'd rather put them papers on the table.
Mm-hmm.
If I got to check myself so much so that I have to face something that really, really hurts, if I got to dig that deep and face something that really, really hurts to fix a problem in our marriage, if fixing the problem means digging really, really deep, pull out them papers, dog.
Yeah.
I was about to retract my statement, but no, that's true.
You've been real close lately.
No, I'm just thinking about us as people. We go through great lengths to keep our skeletons in the closet and our traumas buried underground.
Yeah.
We will tear oh my God. We go through great lengths.
Mm-hmm.
As if people can't, we dumb enough to think people don't know we got the skeletons. Your actions reveal your skeletons anyway. So I don't know what got you thinking that when you reveal your skeletons, everybody around you ain't gonna say, we knew good and well. You ain't telling us nothing. I'm glad you admitted it so that you can heal from it.
Yeah.
But you ain't telling us nothing new.
Right.
So exposing who you are, dealing with your trauma, you're not going to embarrass yourself because 9 times out of 10, everybody around you already know. When you reveal your skeletons and when you dig up your trauma, you're doing it so that you can heal. Mm-hmm. And I think people are more concerned about protecting themselves from being embarrassed than they are getting to a better place in their life. If people were humble enough to deal with their trauma, there would be less divorce.
Yeah.
That's true.
But I hate to say this, and I don't hate to say this. In some cases, divorce is necessary.
You want to know what's crazy about it?
Like, you should never
you
got
wanna
married in the
You want to
first
know
place.
what's crazy?
What's up?
What you saying is true. But you want to know what's crazier?
Hmm.
If both people were humble enough to deal with their trauma, they probably could stay married.
I don't know.
If a
I don't know. Sometimes 2 people who get married should have never gotten married in the first place.
So that doesn't mean that divorce. That doesn't mean that it's better for them to get a divorce. It means they should have never got married.
Yeah, I said sometimes it's better for people to divorce, and sometimes they should have never got married in the first place.
Yeah. So why do people get married? Why do people What types of say there's two people, you know them.
Mm-hmm.
Why shouldn't they get married? And they about to get married. If they gave you 5 minutes to say why not? Why not? What are the signs that two people shouldn't get married? Just because they got a kid.
That's never a good reason to just get married. Especially if you don't know nothing about this person.
But you're going to hell, Leah. Shiy, you going to hell. If you impregnate somebody out of wedlock, you going to hell. Oh, put it on mine. Hold on, yeah, we got some tech difficulties.
It's on you.
All right, so it's on me now. At first, it was on ROJAY Shiy Live. So yeah.
What I was saying was, at the end of the day, if two people get together and are married,
About to get married, but you
about
think
to get married,
but you got 5 minutes to tell them why they shouldn't.
yes, the 5 minutes is because the guy or the girl hasn't dealt with past traumas of seeing somebody getting beat or beating on somebody. And you get in this relationship, you don't like this person. So every time they say something close to the wrong thing, you going upside their head. What I'm saying is...
Yeah, I'm totally lost. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, just let me get there. What I'm saying is, two people who don't really know each other
Shouldn't get married.
shouldn't just jump and get married. If you don't know certain things that give you an inkling of, okay, I can see myself being with this person.
So you mean you can see yourself being with a person without knowing them? You can. You can see a fine girl. A dude can see a fine girl and see himself with her right then.
Yeah, but that's true. But that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you should at least get to know a person enough to know whether or not you want to spend the rest of your life with them. Not just because they fine.
All right.
Not just because they look good. Not just because they got me pregnant or I got them pregnant. Not just because my mama said this is the right thing to do. My grandparents say this is what I'm supposed to do. We've been together long enough. We might as well go ahead and get married.
We might as well is a terrible thing. We might
Like,
as well.
it's those type of reasons where I feel like we should do more research. We should get more insight. We should get better understanding before we just be like, let's just get married. Let's just do it.
Yeah. She's saying that you should understand their response to life in the worst scenario. If y'all haven't been through a test of the worst scenarios, then you don't have enough information to know what to expect. If you haven't made him mad enough to raise his voice, you don't know what his response is to be. You need to see him really mad. You need to see him angry. You need to see him disappointed. You need to see him depressed. You need to see him
in person.
Yes.
And not just on the phone.
Yes.
Because it's some long distance stuff.
Yeah.
Like, we know what it's like to be long distance and deal with these things.
Mm-hmm.
But in person.
Yeah.
Like, in the same room.
Yeah.
And understand how far a person's temper goes.
Yeah.
And how much their temper affects you.
Because at the end of the day, when you sign up for marriage, you have kind of said that I'm willing to deal with what I wasn't willing to learn first.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
So if you want to avoid dipping,
what did Shantae say?
Make sure you know.
Put it back up so we can read it. Shantae said, do y'all feel you have to be in love before getting married? Honestly,
What is in love? Let me tell you why. No. Because to be honest with you, if we use the definition of in love that we are all familiar with,
it's conditional.
no, it's infatuation.
Infatuation is conditional. It's gone, Mom. Leave it alone.
Okay. You shouldn't at the end of the day, do you have to be in love to get married? No. Because like I said, if we were to break it down to the term, if we were to break down what we refer to as in love, when I say we, I mean most modern people that I know that are my age, it is in love most times equals infatuation. Being infatuated with someone is an unhealthy place to go into covenant with them with, because if you infatuated with someone, to Shai's point, you are infatuated with them for a certain reason or group of reasons.
Yeah, and if
once the infatuation fades, that's why I said past the infatuation stage. Mm-hmm. Because once that fades and you have to deal with the reality of a situation, then that's how you know if y'all gonna be rocking and rolling. Mm-hmm. So you should act, when you meet somebody and you're infatuated with them, in love, you don't stop there. That's not a strong enough reason to just go ahead and get married. It is smarter to find somebody that you really rock with, that you really would do anything for, that you wouldn't mind sacrificing for, and saying, this is a life partner this is a person that I can see being my partner for the rest of my life. Mm-hmm. I can see this person being a spouse for the rest of my life. Mm-hmm. Googly eyes, no. Oh my God, no. Yo, I can tell, and that was the thing. Like, it's like, I can tell that we can build a life together. I can see how you move. I can see how you think. And I can tell that we can be an asset and not a liability to one another. Having a successful relationship means understanding each other's strengths and weaknesses. Mm-hmm. And the more information you can gather up front before saying I do, the more you can navigate with a more level head, because ain't nothing catching you by surprise. Mm-hmm. Not as much is catching you by surprise. Because there are situations, this is why therapy is important. Mm-hmm. There are situations that a man may learn, that a woman may learn about a man, and he just learning about it himself. Mm-hmm. There's situations where a woman and a man could discover something about that man at the same exact time that not even the man was aware of. And that's why premarital counseling is important. That's why therapy is important, because like there's certain things that we need to become aware of before we commit ourselves to somebody, man. Like, if thinking about certain things still makes you angry, it's tough. It's not a good idea to get in a relationship or a marriage, because if your wife say something or do something that make you think about that thing, you already know that you're going to get angry. How you going to treat her? Even though she don't mean no harm, it's a trigger for you. So y'all end up triggering each other. Yo, that junk can get crazy. That's what I discovered in the beginning of my marriage. I discovered that my wife was a trigger for me. A huge trigger about most things. I learned a lot about myself and how I viewed my life, how I viewed my parents, how I viewed my friends. I learned a lot about how I viewed how I was raised. When she kept triggering me. That's just the truth. And the crazy thing was, we were so young that I did not know that there's a healthy way to discover what's the roots and then come back to my wife on some mature junk. I didn't know that there was an alternative to me going off. I just knew this stuff didn't feel right. It didn't feel good. But now from experience, I know why we respond the way we do. It is better to argue than to have to face it. So that's where saying things you don't mean to deflect or to make you feel as much pain as I feel. Most of the time when people say stuff and then they be like, I didn't mean what I said. They say it in the moment because they're trying to inflict as much pain on the person that they're talking to as they feel themselves. And they're not satisfied until the pain is equal. So they say stuff to put you in a position of feeling as much pain as them. Mm-hmm. Because the alternative, saying I'm in a huge amount of pain, is shameful. So belittling them is more convenient than expressing how much pain you're in. So that's what divides be. But when you love somebody, you put their perspective before yours. Mm-hmm. And you be willing to pivot at all times for the greater good of the commitment that you made to that person. That right there is not infatuation / being in love.
Right.
That is love. Love heals. Love grows. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love keeps no record of being wrong. Like, it's not keeping tabs. It's not keeping score. It's not getting back at you. So real love is sacrifice, like Shiy said. Being willing to lay down your perspective, lay down your ego, lay down your pride, lay down your own agenda, lay down your dreams and your goals to care for another person.
Yep. That's exactly what it is.
I mean, could you imagine two people coming together with that same mindset? You know how much they could do? Who you are and who you're becoming is more important than the pain that I went through when I was 10 years old. And in order to be the best version of myself that I can, to assist you in your growth, I'll go learn about what happened with me and why it makes me feel the way it does. I love you so much that I ain't going to throw that on you. I'm going to figure it out, and then I'm going to come back to you with that issue resolved, and I'm going to tell you about it so you can learn about it.
Heavy. That'd be crazy.
But man, I'm telling you, guilt and shame. And the flip side of guilt and shame is everybody is afraid to be embarrassed. Like, could you imagine? Let me give you an example. I'm trying to find an example. Okay. Imagine this. Imagine being in a situation where you were like, hey, if you have a problem with this, let's say, I'm trying to come up with an example to reveal how the truth about humans. I'm trying to come up with an example to show truth about humans and their trauma and pain. If somebody said, okay, if I were to take you somewhere where you could deal with your trauma and pain and nobody knew but you and I, would you do it? You say yeah. Mm-hmm. And I say, the only caveat is you have to wear a blindfold and you have to trust me. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. So I take you in a room, I walk you, this is good. I walk you in a cubicle where there's 4 walls and you're in there by yourself and you drop your blindfold, right? Mm-hmm. You're in there by yourself. And then I say, hey. I say over to he responded. Right, so I got you in there, right? Mm-hmm. And I know it's a big building. You just think it's a cubicle, right? Imagine this is good. Imagine this. And you're like, okay, I feel good. And then I say, I'm trying to build it in my mind to show y'all how crazy it is. Now imagine you in that cubicle, right? And then imagine the walls to your cubicle come down, right? Mm-hmm. And there's 100,000 other people in there.
I figured that's what you was gonna say.
Everybody was willing to come in there because they thought they were on their own. And then you drop the walls to all the cubicles and there's 100,000 people in there. I'm saying that to say this. I don't know why you're embarrassed when everybody jacked up.
Everybody got problems. Everybody got issues.
And the fact that you are trying to hide from a person who is trying to hide from you, who is trying to hide from another person, who is trying to hide from them, who's trying to hide from another group of people, who's trying to hide from them.
Don't you be hiding.
I wish there was a real scenario with that cubicle thing. Like, I wish I would have told it better because that's crazy. Like, a series of questions that eventually get you to be okay with the walls dropping, and then everybody take your blindfold off, and then everybody look around. There's 100,000 people in there. That's a movie. I ain't never seen it.
I think it was like the trilogy of Divergent.
Oh yeah, I think you showed me that.
Yeah, I don't think you've seen that one.
Yeah, but that's a crazy thing. Like the idea of you trusting that, like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm on my own. I'm not ashamed because I don't have to worry about nobody else. And then you get in a situation where it's like, okay, you feel safe. Okay, the walls drop. Now look around you. Everybody in here has something that they don't want other people to know. Every single person in here. And then you look across the thing, you see your mama, you see your sister, you see your friends from high school. They all in there. Everybody that you've been hiding something from your entire life. You see your husband, you see your daughter. All of them in the room. They hiding something too. Oh, everybody in here has something that they would prefer to hide. Jesus. And y'all would rather fight each other when all y'all got something to hide. The power is in everybody being honest. The connection is, word? Me too. Yo, check out what happened to me. We end up closer. And you used to try to tell me that when we were younger, like, listen, ain't too much you could tell me that I'm not ready for. And here's the thing. I was saying I don't trust you, but it was really I'm just embarrassed. I'm just embarrassed. What are you embarrassed for? Because I don't want to be judged. Man, that be the root. Like, I just don't want to be judged. Like, I don't want people to think that I am a. No, you don't like that it's possible that you were a. That's what you need to deal with. I made decisions. I made decisions that would be considered unwise or stupid, or would make me look like a liar or a manipulator or a con artist or a harlot. I don't want people to see me as a harlot. No, you view yourself as a harlot because of those choices you made. I promise you, if you sat in the room with 10 other girls, there's at least 4 more harlots in there. I promise. And they might have done more than you. Your little mess might be light work. But we're overcome by the words of our testimony. So to be brave enough to air out your dirty laundry, somebody probably got a bigger bag than you. Most people got a bigger bag than you. And when you love somebody, you're willing to be transparent in order to have the space, place, and capacity to house whatever you need for them to grow. Like, I need to be in a place where I have enough space for you to live in my heart. I need to have enough space for you to occupy a certain amount of my emotions. Like, we share. Mm-hmm. So we have to create space for each other so that we can become one. Mm-hmm. And if it means facing trauma, then so be it. If it means talking about something that's embarrassing, so be it. Mm-hmm. When you love somebody, it's worth it. When you love yourself more, it's not worth it. Mm-hmm. That's where you don't. That's why people be like, you don't really love me. If you ain't willing to let that go, you don't really love me. That's true. Some people be like, no, that ain't true. Yes, it is.
You don't want it to be true, but it is true.
Yeah, because it's like, if you're willing to hold on to something that's hurting me, you see it's hurting me, but you care more about protecting what you're ashamed of than me not hurting, then you love the idea of me, but you don't really love me. That's what you used to say to me. Mm-hmm. I'm like, dang, no, that's not true. But it's like, well, make that move then, boss. All it's going to cost you is to let it go and be healed. So you're not letting go of anything that's going to make you worse. You're letting go of something that's going to make you better. So to hold on to something that's not helping you and is hurting me, that's 2 negatives. It is not good for either one of us. But if not being ashamed or not being embarrassed is that important to you that you would hold on to it, and I guess you love it more than you love either yourself or me. Mm-hmm. You have made not being embarrassed more important than being better. Mm. Mm. You're putting more energy into being shielded from embarrassment than you've put into development in yourself and in the relationship. So it's a thing. Yeah. What time is it, y'all?
9:19.
Y'all, we just vibing. I like it. I hope y'all enjoying this because this crazy. We just chilling. But I'm really chilling hard too. Mm-hmm. Baby, I love you.
I love you. I do.
You done help me a lot because you used to tell me like, you don't love me for real.
Sure did.
I ain't understand. That thing used to hurt my feelings. She used to say you love the idea of me, but you don't love me.
Yep.
She told me that one time, and I'm like, what does that even mean?
I meant to do.
TJ, like what? I was like, what does that even mean? That's not true. And I'm thinking, from my perspective, it's not true because, I do love you. But here's the thing, like, ooh, this got to be part 2. Mm-hmm. Because my perspective would be based on what I feel love is. And your perspective will be based on what you feel love is. So who's right or wrong? Is nobody wrong? Which goes back to our other point. That's why we got to do part 2. This is my definition of love. This is your definition of love. By my definition of love, your actions are showing me that you don't love me. By my definition of love, in spite of my actions, I do love you.
And you tripping.
Not you tripping. It's just far-fetched to say I don't love you.
No.
To say I misused you or mistreated you, that may be fair. But to say I don't love you, that's not fair. By my definition of love, you hush. I do love you. To me, I love you. To you, I don't love you. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's an absolute love that is fundamentally right. That's what you would be saying.
Well, according to the Bible,
it's tough. It's tricky. Because I ain't saying that either one of us are right or wrong. I'm just giving you something to think about.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying according to the Bible, there is an absolute love.
Love is, and all those things. Yeah. So if I'm not willing to go to therapy to deal with the traumas that caused me to verbally abuse you, do I not love you?
It's a yes and a no. Like that's straddling the fence of both answers because I'm struggling within, or I have so much pride that I don't want to go. It's two different things.
It's fine.
If I got too much pride and I don't want to go because I got pride.
Yeah, TJ said sounds selfish.
It is.
That's it, TJ.
And I don't care what you saying, and I don't care if
but
it ruins our relationship.
Even though it's selfish, can you say that means I don't love you?
Yes.
Or does that mean I don't love you enough to be willing to do that? That doesn't mean I don't love you.
That does mean you don't love them. To me.
Exactly.
To me. The reason why I said to me is because I don't love myself if I don't want to help myself. So if I don't love myself, how can I properly think that I love you? How can I fix my brain to think that I can properly love somebody else and I don't love myself?
It all goes
I don't
back.
have enough respect for my progression.
That's a different word than love, though. I'm glad you used the word respect because right now that would mean that you're saying there's only a certain thing that means you're saying you either love or you don't, and this is how you do or don't. That's what you're saying right now.
Well,
that's exactly what you're saying right now.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Because the truth of the matter is, now there's two perspectives. There's biblical perspective and there's human perspective. And what I mean by that is, according to the Bible, that's exactly what it is. Because that means it's conditional.
When you say
according to the
I
Bible,
don't know nothing good enough about the
not,
Bible. What you saying?
That verse that you just quoted.
Oh, love is patient, love is kind, keeps no record of doing wrong. That stuff.
According to that particular scripture, That's exactly what that means.
That you
it's
don't
not
love. Oh, yeah.
But
yeah.
in human perspective, our relationship, we have a covenant, and our relationship is our relationship. What works for us is what works for us.
And we've chosen what we want to define as love.
Right.
But it's not collective. If I don't go get the therapy, I don't love you, then that means we have not agreed on what love is. Mm-hmm. You're telling me what love is to you, so you don't love me. Mm-hmm. And you think that's fair to do?
If you guys have not sat down and agreed to what love is, then yeah.
So should couples sit down and talk about what love is?
In the beginning, yes. What do you feel?
It's not God's kind of love. Yes, sir. Exactly. Right.
That's exactly what I'm saying. What do you feel love is to you?
So should we ultimately love each other the way God loves us?
Yeah.
So that
you mean love our spouses the way, or our significant others, or literally ourselves?
All of the above. If God's love is the ultimate way that we should all love, we should love humanity in the same way, which would mean that no human would be willing to marry another human without getting therapy.
I mean, I personally feel like that's the way it should
be. That's me. I think so too. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm proving the point that you're making. If the way God loves us is the way that we should love all of humanity would include ourselves. Mm-hmm. So you love yourself enough to deal with the trauma. Because you don't want to be like that. Deal with the pain, deal with the hurt, so that you can be the best version of yourself before you put somebody through living and walking with you.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yes.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
So then, here's the thing. That's when treat others the way you want to be treated is healthy. Because the truth of the matter is, we don't treat people the way we want to be treated. We treat people the way we've been treated. All humans treat people the way that they've been treated, which is how the cycles of trauma continue. This is heavy stuff, y'all. We got to close. Tammy Valier. Lord, we done changed the name and I forgot. Tammy Valier, single, new thing out right now. Merch collaboration merch, new thing hoodie out right now. Ricky Tank Daltrich, Simple Makes Sense out right now. It's ROJAY.com. Stephen Pender, Sophisticated hoodie out right now. ROJAY and Shiy hoodie out right now. Live Your Life, Make It Happen out right now. The hat's out. Live Your Life, Make It Happen, and
still want
no. Live Your Life and Make It Happen. Yeah, those are two with the X.
We have Get My Get Back Kind of Love. Wow.
Yeah, what that mean?
It's revengeful kind of
love.
Yeah. Like spiteful kind of love.
I'm gonna get my lick back. Yeah, we do, and we aren't taught otherwise. Teacher, excuse me. We aren't taught otherwise. Like
tit for tat.
The eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth is crazy. We gotta talk about this again. We gotta do what we were talking about. Jess, we gotta do it. We're gonna do it. We got something coming for y'all that's new that I hope y'all will enjoy. It will be more of this, but in a different way. So we love y'all. You wanna say your piece, babe?
Y'all, I'm so sleepy.
Boy.
But
we both sleepy.
As always, I appreciate you guys coming through. I really do.
Yeah, we're gonna do a panel too, bro. That's a good idea.
Yep. Yep. I appreciate you guys coming through like you do because you can spend your time elsewhere, and we don't take it lightly or for granted. I appreciate y'all riding along with us. Y'all know it. We going somewhere. We don't know exactly where yet, but y'all stay along for the ride, and we'll find out eventually.
Y'all.
But yeah, I love you guys. I mean that every inch of my being. If you haven't heard that today, know it from a real place. I really, really love you all. Yeah. That's all I have. Hope y'all get some sleep too.
Yeah.
I was trying to do a sound installment while being up here.
Oh, weak. Hey, well, you can get back to work now, bro. We're going to see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
We love y'all. Peace.